Well, that turned out much better than I expected. Yeah. So we haven't done the feature wall. What do you call it? Accent wall. That's the color Josh chose for his accent, some dark red. We're probably going to try to convince him to just do that wall and not the others, because that's a lot of darkness. But the other color he picked is fantastic, and that's supposed to be a complementary color. It came in the same thing. So he wanted it on this wall and on the bulkhead here, on the top, not there, and on that wall and that entire bulkhead there. So we'll see. We're gonna paint that wall first, the dark crimson, probably tomorrow night, and then, with all seriousness, we're gonna get the carpet cleaner from Big Bro and bring it over here and carpet clean. I'm gonna do that even before I put the trim on, because the trim is just gonna be hammered into place. We're gonna start moving Josh down here as soon as we get the paint finished and the carpet cleaned. Oh, that rust shows up on the camera. Hopefully the carpet cleaner will get, we scrubbed that with a toothbrush. Got rid of most of it. It's pretty dark. That was from where I used to have my shelves held up on little pieces of steel to make the shelves be vertical, because of the smooth edge on the back here underneath the carpet. So they were leaning forward. So I happen to have these little steel pieces, these 1x8 steel pieces, 1/4 inch thick, and didn't think about it. But if after a couple of years they started rusting, shocking, in the basement where it's damp. We're gonna get Josh a dehumidifier in here. So just lovely paint, absolutely lovely paint. And we painted the door. We're gonna have to, we used tape this time and it worked to do the cutting in. It took a little while, it took a little longer to get, and of course, touch the ceiling, we'll get rid of that, to set up, to prep. But in the end, the cutting in didn't have to, because the tape did it for us. Let's touch up that corner too. Yeah, so this is coming together. Very happy. Josh did a lot of the painting. I did a lot of the putting the tape up and getting things prepped, but he did most of the painting. Now, what with the paint on the walls, I really noticed the flaws. Like this is original from when we moved in. So this is the original drywall, and there was a lot of different work over the years from the various people who lived here. So there's lots of holes and patching and whatevers. And without ripping down the drywall and putting up new drywall, it's something we have to live with. So this wall, I put up. And it has some flaws too, but not as many. And overall, pretty straight across. Unlike this one, which is very, very, very wavy, very, very wavy. It's just years of whatever. This house built 1974, 1975. And it was built with unfinished basements. And so people, we found out there was at least 6 or 7 people who owned this place before us. And they all had their different ideas about what to do with the basement. I could have fixed that better. But if when that thing's on, of course, you can see that. So, at the basement room. Anyway, I'm pretty happy about this. I'm gonna get a piece of trim work for that. And yeah, anyway, I think it's time for bed. The second coat went on. Well, Sandy was watching the baseball game, and we all came down here and painted walls. So, but this is an update, and it's looking better than it ever did as a Lego room, I'll say that. This is looking fantastic, and we'll see what happens tomorrow when we start the dark paint, and I'll keep you posted. So everybody out there, stay safe, take care, and I will talk to you soon.